Welcome to Bikes, Berms, and Brews. I'm Danika White.
And I'm Jessica Longname.
And we are here for Season 2, Episode 5.
Wow, yeah.
I was going to say lucky number 5, but that doesn't exist.
What were you going to say?
Lucky number 5.
No, it's Mambo number 5.
Mambo number 5.
My name's in that song.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of Jessica.
Here I am.
Here you are. She's here.
It's my theme song.
We asked and she has delivered.
Yep.
Yeah.
Delivery.
Wow, I never put 2 and 2 together. We're going to have to listen to that. That should be our new theme song. It's going to open with Mambo number 5.
That's a quick
What's
way to
his
get
name again?
in.
Who sings that?
That's the definition of a one-hit wonder, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't know who sings that.
I don't know either. Couldn't tell you.
I feel like every time we do one of these pods, it's like the next day after we've done something crazy.
Yeah, I feel like we get so excited. We're like, we gotta record.
Do this. I'm always like,
just buzzing.
Yeah, I'm like, I still got dirt in my hair from what we were up to this weekend.
It was thick.
What a great time. I think I've got mountain biking and dirt biking in my hair. Just under this little hat right now. I don't think I've washed my hair since.
Oh my God, I feel like I've washed my hair like 4 times because it was so gross.
We've just done so much.
Yeah, it's been nonstop. It's been good, actually.
What should we jump into first?
Let's go chronologically. I guess, yeah. What was that, like Friday? Friday we met up for a little mountain bike, little e-bike.
Yeah, I don't know what day we were on. But yeah, we did some e-biking.
Yeah.
Season has started.
Locally in Calgary too, like just down in Fish Lake.
What a treat.
Fish Creek? Fish Lake. Fish Creek.
Fish Creek. What a treat, hey?
Oh, such a delight.
These
I love that e-bike. Oh,
they've changed our lives.
There's no way in hell I'd be doing that without an e-bike.
No.
And then not just that, Charlie came with us. Did we go with Charlie or did Charlie come with us?
On the record, we probably went with him, but on the pod, he came with us. Girl squad.
Girl squad. And he got a little cocky and came without an e-bike. He was like, I can keep up with these
He's like, he knew it was going to be a chill pace, even though all 3 of us were on e-bikes. Well, and we called our squad the Jankles.
Yeah, we were the Jankles.
Like, thank God that we're all on e-bikes.
Yeah, we couldn't do it with our ankles.
All of us has had a leg injury.
Yep. And I think they're all pretty serious. Like, they've
severe.
all been pretty bad.
So, like, us 3, so it was Jess, myself, and Michelle, one of the Berms crew.
Yeah.
And we can't, like, we're not runners. We can't be running.
No, there's no running
There's
in
no
this
running
program.
in our current or future.
Or past. Really.
Not really in our past either. And yeah, these e-bikes have just opened our world up to doing something different, hey?
Oh, they're so fun.
Yeah.
They're just like, you can go so far on them. You still get a workout. Like, I'm still panting regardless. But it's just that little extra boost.
Well, what are you on? You're on a Intense?
Yeah, the Intense Taser.
Yeah, right?
Something like that. Yeah. And it is sick. That is the coolest thing I've ever bought.
Like, obviously, it's pedal assist, so you can set it to whatever mode you want. But you can have whatever type of ride you want on that thing. And you can hit these climbs that you'd never be able to even question. Like,
No
even if we
way.
were built like Clydesdales,
No.
still could do, like, this
I'm not making it up those hills.
No.
There's no way. No. Even with boost, I get to the top and I'm like,
it's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's a really good workout.
And like, it's so fun to be able to go as a group. You can kind of do like an all level type thing with it, right? Like,
and it's cool too. It's like we'll be going just putting along and it's like, oh, this is kind of easy. And then you see Charles just hopping over these bumps and it's like all of us are having fun and all of us are at very different skill levels.
I like the bike side of it because obviously we don't have engines roaring and whatever, but you can hear so much. Like, you can hear everyone just like, yip, boop, boop. You can hear
me just shit.
Charlie can hear all of us with whatever we're saying. He's like, man, I wish I could have this on recording, but it's fun. Like, it makes it so much fun because you're just like able to chat as you're going, and you can hear the next person having such a fun time.
Sometimes you can hear something like in the bush next to you, and you're like, I'm gonna pedal faster.
Yeah,
I don't know what's over there.
Well, we've seen snakes, deers.
Yeah, we did see a snake last year, and I'm still traumatized.
We call that Jess loves snakes. So.
No.
And I want to be Steve Irwin with the snakes with Jess. So.
Oh, I hate snakes.
So hopefully we come across
me.
another snake.
No, never. Hopefully again.
What's been your favorite part of going e-mountain biking?
Honestly, I think it's the coolest when we come to like something that I'm like, this is crazy. There's no fucking way I'm doing this. Like, this is insane. And then you and Charlie are like, no, you got it. And you guys just go. And I'm like, holy shit, there's
You're
no
like,
way.
oh, we're doing this.
And then I just do it. And it's like, it feels so good. It's like, you don't have like now old washed up dirt bike rider. You don't get that very often. So it's kind of sick. But it's like, it's almost hard to get off the couch and go do it. But once you get home, you're like buzzing. It's almost like you got to get in a routine to do it like every day so you don't like forget how fun it is. That was like my first ride of the year. It was like, holy shit, that was fun. Like you come home and it's just like I had a smoothie. I don't drink smoothie.
You're like, I'm feeling great.
Yeah, like had a glass of water. Like it was wild.
Well, it's so funny because even when we're out there, it's funny to go because I've done the trails a couple more times, and then we bring you there, and you've done these crazy things, and you're like looking up, like, oh, that's crazy. And I'm like, Jess, you went down that last time. What?
Whoa, what was I thinking?
Just so shocked. Like, it's like you have no idea where we are. It's just like a new experience each time, right?
That's the funny thing that was the joke all weekend.
Yeah.
I'm just along for the ride. Like I don't know where we are. I don't know where we're going.
Time travel.
There's been times where I've literally thought we were going to Montana and we didn't even leave the country.
No,
Like,
we didn't need to pack passports.
no idea.
It's the time machine.
Yeah,
Anytime we're together, time machine.
I just follow along, and I do no like this is makes me kind of a terrible friend. I do no planning. I do no packing. I do no nothing. I'm just like, I'm here. What
It's
do I
great.
do?
That's how we do it. But especially with this e-bike, and it's almost like to set like a day, like almost every week, just to be like, you know what? Every Monday we're going out pedaling, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like almost how it's got to go. But
It's gotta
I know
go.
schedules are so busy.
So busy, but it's so fun. It's so worth it. It's just like it breaks up your day too. Like I feel like we all work for ourselves, or we all have like
Yeah.
looser schedules of like more lenient, and it's like nice like that midday crash. I feel like every day at like 1 o'clock
Yeah.
I'm like but it's so sick to just like go for a little ride and then go back to work.
Yeah, and like how cool was it that we all met?
Yeah.
Like we like met Michelle in the middle. Like we all just like rode and like met right up in like one local spot, and then we
Yeah.
all were able to like shred around and like figure it out.
It's so perfect. It's so like that Fish Creek there is real cool.
Yeah,
like
that
it's
was super fun.
perfect. Yeah, like almost all of the city almost like backs onto
Yeah, you can like get to it so close, right?
And even if you like say we were meeting somebody else or something, you could drive to like the closest like drop in and
Yeah.
still meet us somewhere.
we'll
It's really
have to
cool.
do like a little e-bike gang.
It'd be cool
rides.
to do a Berms. Like,
Yeah, we'll just like post it and like
just like
whatever
one night.
level.
Like, hey,
yeah, we
let's
can like
meet up.
test the level of whoever's there, right?
Yeah,
that'd be so
that'd
much
be
fun.
so fun.
Let's do it.
We'll see why not. I feel like everybody's got e-bikes
I
now.
know, that'd be
There's a
great.
big gang of people.
What is the hot tip about an e-bike? If you have an e-bike, what did we learn from this?
Charge it. Michelle.
Jess and I,
Definitely charge it.
we're so paranoid for our e-bike to die. We're always
I
on
would,
that thing.
like if that happened to me, I would say nothing and I would tip over and be like, you'll find me in the future.
we
like
need
I'm
to
dead.
Uber home.
Yeah.
We had an e-bike die, and when those things die, now that is a paperweight.
They are heavy.
That is a big old paperweight.
That is a rock.
So thank God for Charlie. He got on the dead e-bike. Michelle got on the acoustic. I got on the acoustic. Michelle got on my e-bike. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just stayed boost the whole time.
They boost. But yeah, if anyone's, I got questions on e-bikes or whatever, like we're very low knowledge, but we have a good time and and we can tell you why we had them, and we're loving them so far.
I would definitely recommend everybody grabbing one because they are fun.
It's smiles per miles. You're just out there having a great time with your friends.
Yeah, it's super fun. Definitely we got to plan something and go out with a big gang.
Oh yeah, that'd be so good.
Sweet.
But yeah, and then right before this, you and I listened to a podcast
Oh, yeah.
that we've been like back and forth. We haven't even been able to sit down and talk about this.
I
a
feel like
podcast that changed our lives.
both of us are like, I feel like we both know that it's going to be a long conversation, so we can't get in. We haven't gone into it because we haven't had time.
We just keep walking because we listen to this podcast. We'll get into it, and then
We've hung out probably 6 times since we've listened to it, and we're both every time we're like, that Girl Swirl podcast, we got to get into it. But we haven't had time.
And we even had Berms, and we were both like walking by each other, being like, "That changed my life."
Yeah, it did.
And then we didn't go any further into conversation.
No, we didn't have time.
We don't have time to talk about this. So
Now we have time.
it was so there's this collective, I'm gonna call it, because that really changed my vision of it. So there's a collective called GRLSWRL, and they are based out of California.
Yep.
And like superficially, like I didn't know much about it. I kind of like related to it because I was like, this is kind of like Berms of skateboarding, like surf skateboarding. So I ended up getting one of the GRLSWRL skateboards like the day before it snowed in the fall. Like, what an idea.
Oh yeah, I remember because did you bring it to
like a pump track? Yeah, I brought it to Chilliwack. And I was like, we gotta go to the pump track. Like, I haven't even been on a skateboard and I'm gonna go to a pump track. Like, are you insane?
That's what I remember being like, can you skateboard?
We'll figure it out.
I saw it on Instagram once. All right.
I've been on a board. So yeah, I bought one. Kind of connected with it. Love their social media. So great. They're just like a girl hype crew. And they do all the same thing that's like Berms does. And then this podcast came out. Selema? I can't remember what the podcast's name now that I'm...
Oh, no. That's terrible.
Something time. We'll tag it in here. But it's the GRLSWRL one with Lucy, who is the like CEO and founder of GRLSWRL.
Yeah. And I hate that I don't remember that podcast because I've been binging the shit out of it. I've been listening to every single episode. It's so good.
Well, I can pull it up right now while you're chatting about how, like, what was this epi about?
So yeah, it was the Lucy girl that started GRLSWRL. And like she kind of talked about her story and like how it came about and how it started and everything. And it was just like the way the podcast was like played out was so cool. It seems like they know each other. So he knew it from the beginning, and he kind of talked about how like he knew it was going to be big and how it was going like it turned into exactly what it should have.
What shapes us?
What shapes us?
Yeah,
I knew it started with what. It was something. What I was gonna say. What about us?
Yeah.
But I forgot that wasn't.
But yeah, and they like dove right into like she had a really cool reason why she started GRLSWRL, and then she started skateboarding. She learned it. And it was just kind of like her release. Like it was like she found her spot.
Yeah. So why did it change everything for you?
Okay, so when she was talking, so Berms for me has always been like, I'm like, it's not like obviously, at some point we would want to make money to pay our parts of like how much we're putting into it. Cause like it's a lot of work, obviously. I don't take any money from SurfinBerms. It's not like a brand in my eyes. It's like a collective, right? Like it's like this thing that the people build it. It's like an umbrella, right? Like, so then hearing somebody else talk about something that they've done, that's like pretty much it sounds like the exact same thing, just a different action sport situation, right? And I was like, oh my God, it's so cool to hear Lucy talk about it. But on my Berms end, I'm like, no, this isn't something that like I want to get rich with. No, this isn't something like, it's literally something that I want to share my passion because I love this so much and I love doing it, that like I want more people to experience it. Like I'm always that one that's like, oh, hey, let's go ride. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. But then how it started is like, we started trying to raise money for the women's nationals, and it was just like a one-off ride that me and Megan came up with, the idea to do it. And then all these girls started helping out and the industry started helping out, and like it just started forming these little groups. And after we did our first couple of rides, we realized, hey, there's a want for this. Like if we keep doing this, we're going to support more girls to keep wanting to show up to this ride and like have a safe spot to go and not feel like they're like my friend Megan like didn't want to come to the track because she thought she'd be in the way and people are watching her. And it's like, hey, dude, like don't worry about this. And it's like the vibe changes when it's a bunch of women building each other up and they're just like stoked for each other. Like they're stoking them out. Like it's like, it doesn't matter what level you are. So like hearing her almost like say that exact same thing about GRLSWRL, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And like just to see how like big she's done it and like the reach that she's had with it. Like I think obviously entry with a skateboard is easier sometimes than like all of a sudden just going out to get a dirt bike. But I think that's kind of where we're trying to bridge it with Berms, is it's like kind of two wheels. So we'll do like bicycle events and bring your skateboard out to our SurfinBerms events, right? But like then we got our gear swap and like you can show up there without a bike at all, right?
Yeah,
so it's kind of like it's just this like safe community is really what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah. I feel like I don't think I'm like, I don't know how to articulate it because I haven't fully thought it through. I just remember listening to it and being like, holy shit. I wasn't getting it. Like I wasn't getting Berms. Like I wasn't following. I didn't really put it together how big of an impact it could be if you continue. Like I was just like, oh, it's just like cool that girls ride together. I wish I had that when I was a kid. But it's like, it's actually like it could change everything.
Yeah.
It could change. Like it could change
Ooh, I just got goosebumps.
all of how we look at women's sports, and it was kind of like a couple days full of like obviously like all of my social
like these ideas coming up and then like an idea going away.
And it was like I've kind of always looked at it, and I think I've brought this up before where I'm like win 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 blah 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 blah. It's less about like looking cool and having fun. It's all about winning. Where it's like obviously that opinion has changed in the like near past.
Yeah, like there's like different avenues for it for sure, right?
Yeah. But it's also like I saw another video that kind of like correlated with it that like articulated it better where it was like girls were showing their outfits. It was like soccer girls, I think, or rugby or something. And they were like showing their outfits. And like guys are gonna look at that and be like dumb girls, like, oh, they're showing their outfits. But it's like, one, how pumped their sponsors gonna be that they see these outfits.
Yeah.
And like they're like promoting them. And two, we're girls. We like that shit. Like we want to see that.
For sure.
And that's not saying like girls are less than because we like clothes or we want to see what you're wearing. That's part of us. Like that's part of what we like. That doesn't make it less or anything. And it was kind of like maybe like 2 years ago I would have looked at GRLSWRL and been like, oh, like girls trying to be cool and that's just like they just want to be cool. But that's not it at all. It's literally like they're creating a place for them to exist in the sport. Yeah. Where it's like right now in moto, it's happening. But when I was a kid, that place didn't exist. Yeah. It wasn't there. So it's like there are no rules. Yeah. There's like it doesn't have to be what the guys are. Yeah. We're not the same. Yeah. So it's like we can do whatever we want. For sure. That doesn't mean it's not cool. No. It's different. And it's like it fits our mold. We're not fitting the mold that was.
Well, and like that's kind of how like when Lucy said that when she was just like she even says like still like the industry didn't accept us. We're doing our own thing. And she's like, it's fine if they don't accept us. They're still there. But like we're here and we are in the industry. And she's just like, there's gatekeepers of the sport that maybe like haven't been on their side or like help promote it. And she's like, it doesn't matter. Like we're just doing our thing. And they're the biggest. Like, they're the biggest thing in skateboarding right now. Yeah. Which is so cool.
Yeah, like, to be on that podcast and hearing him say, like, how much he thought it was cool and how much he respected. He's, like, one of the most respected, like, guys in skateboarding, in the action sport world. Yeah. And for him to say that, it's like, you don't really need approval or anything from anybody, but it feels good when something like that happens.
And it's just so cool to see somebody that's doing it and it's working and like showing like how much reach that has for like those like community. And even when she said like, yeah, it's GRLSWRL, guys can ride our boards, like guys help us with our events. Like it's not like it's like this is only girls, like this is, but like their events are like ladies and girls ride days, like show up, whatever. And like there's all these girls. Like I love when she said when she would go skateboarding alone, like she would kind of like I don't like I probably am not gonna quote it right, but like she would like overthink it or her friends would be nervous to like go by themselves to the skate park. And then she said when all 8 of them, like it was like the main founders all went together and they're like hyping each other up and like everyone else is hyping them. I'm like, that's Berms. Like it's like you could go to a trailhead or a track by yourself and you're kind of nervous and you're like, oh man, like who's looking at me? But when you show up with your 8 friends, you're like everything's out of
confidence is through the roof. Yeah.
You just don't even care about anything else. It's like just going anywhere. So like to be able to give that experience for somebody new in the sport or somebody that's like getting back into the sport or maybe just like somebody that's like been there forever and just needs that community, right? Like it's all about just community at the end of the day.
Yeah. And that's where like also the guy thing, like it always used to bug me kind of that's like, oh, this is only for girls. Like why do guys have to come? But at the same time that I'm like slowly realizing it's like, well, if the guy comes and he's fully supporting the event, he's helping that community grow.
For sure.
So it's like, that's like a major like nod that also I'm learning. That's like, guys can be involved with the right intentions. And like, if you're going to be involved in a community like that, like obviously you have the right intentions.
For sure. Your foot. We're holding hands and feet today.
So it's like that is also an asset, is like, especially when it's like, oh, like women hate all men and blah, blah, blah. No, they're like, that's not the case at all.
Yeah.
It's just like, there's
It's
some
just-
real shitty ones, but like, there's some dope guys that are like, kind of see the bigger picture, and it's like, hey, SurfinBerms is cool as shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do whatever I can to help it grow too.
Well,
So,
it'll
like,
be cool to
that's
see,
cool.
like obviously it's like things can be a lot of work, life can be a lot of work can be a lot of work, and then all of a sudden like listening to that and hearing that stoke, and then that led us right into our, like, we had our berms that week, and it was kind of just like so many things were up in the air and like trying to like organize, and all of a sudden everything just came together for that berms, and windy as hell.
Oh, it was so windy. It was really windy.
It was
actually.
like the windiest I've ever seen Wild Rose MX in Calgary, because we get this crazy spring wind always. Dude, these girls just showed up. It was like Mad Max. They're like coming out of like the dust, and there's like 6 wide on the track, and like we got snacks and we got gear swap. We couldn't put up the tents.
Yeah.
The berm bus was sold. Like everything's gone.
Yeah.
And we just had a couple lawn chairs and the gear swap. Everything looked great. Like anything would have blown away if it was set up.
Yeah. Like,
But it was just like
crazy.
leading into that. I was like, it like really like fueled my spark for it. And then that evening, oh my God, was it so good.
It was so fun. And that was, like you said, that was the first time we were at like a berm since I listened to the podcast. And it was like, it was so cool. I still haven't like really articulated like how it's changed. Like I can't
Like
can't,
maybe
put
like
the
is
words
it
on
just like you can see that there's a place for it? Like is that kind of like what the feeling is, maybe?
a place for it, and like also like
What it could do?
what it could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what like the future of it. I just
Yeah.
thought like this is it. Like we have little Berms rides.
Yeah.
Girls come out.
You're like, we're going worldwide.
pump them up. I literally am like, we're going worldwide.
Yeah.
Like you're doing this. I don't care what I have to do. But
we're flying to the next place.
Like, dude, it could be so cool. Like, and that's the thing is like, I don't know why I didn't realize it before. Like, I'm from the East Coast. Like, there's nothing like this there.
Yeah.
You need to bring it there.
Yeah.
Like, bring it everywhere. It needs to like, it can grow, and that's what I didn't see. Like, I just thought it was like, okay, SurfinBerms, Wild Rose, like this is just what it is, and then these girls are benefiting from it. But it's like, so like, and that's a lot of girls that are like, you like how much
Totally.
like there were so many girls
Dude,
there
I
that
think
was like
we
so
had
cool.
all like 50, like around 50. Like
That's
there was
crazy.
35
And with that wind, like that's
35
nuts.
that pre-registered, and then obviously like the mums that came, and then the others that didn't pre-register. Like
Yeah,
it was
it's
crazy.
wild. So it's like there's that in every town across. At like even start with just Canada, and it's
Totally.
like so.
And I
many
guess it's
people
just
would
one of
be
those
pumped.
things. Like the more that like obviously our community grows locally here, and the more that like the industry comes in and like supports it and helps us, and we'll never know like where it could be, but hell yeah, like nothing at this moment. Like man, we got 10 Berms crew ladies, and those are like literally ladies, like including myself and you. So 8 more plus. But like that's a crazy number of females that are like, hey, I want to show up to these rides. I want to help. I'm here to do like whatever you girls need to stoke out the next girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Like,
and then that's not even just the thing too. It's like there's a ton of groms that are like 80 size.
Yeah.
That like you can tell they want even younger. Like even watching that the little ones stop and help each other and fist bump each other and stuff. It's like they're getting that because they've been grown up at your events. So it's like that is
so it'll be so cool. Like I think it's just the more that like we like set the standard and like have this community, like it'll be cool to see like maybe like what's next in the industry. Like what, like it'll just be cool to see what comes for sure. Like nothing's stopping right now. Like right now we're doing our community builder days, and obviously we like doing like one like fun off events. Like I'm stoked.
I feel bad that I'm gonna force you to do more work, but I think you're gonna need to travel.
Like the Step Brothers, like worldwide, like the worldwide. We'll
Dude,
see.
it would be so cool.
I would love
there's
like
so much.
that's the thing. Like that's like
was
we're
that
doing-
always the goal, or
to
is
go
that like
worldwide?
yeah?
Oh my god! I think the goal was just to like maybe get some more girls to show up to the races.
Well, readjusting.
We're readjusting that, but yeah, I think like I guess like what our mission is just like to. Oh my god, what is it? We're here to encourage and fuel the first ride or the best ride. So it's just kind of like that can kind of go like wherever it is, right? Like
That's good. That's
many people that we can encourage or fuel that first ride or best ride.
Dude, I'm going to say it right here. I'm going to say it, and this is me manifesting it.
Yeah, let's timestamp this.
Summer Tour 2026, SurfinBerms.
It would be sick.
SurfinBerms Summer Tour 2026. We're going on the road, baby!
We need a teal for the school bus.
Oh,
But yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think we might try and hit a BC place this year. So
Yeah, that's a good
that
step.
might be coming out soon.
Yep. Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, right?
That'd be cool. There's just so much you could do with it. It's endless. It's so
I know.
cool. It's such a good thing.
Yeah. And anyone that like doesn't know that's like listening to us is like our SurfinBerms is our ladies and girls ride days. So if you are Calgary local area or Canada or whatever, like we might have a BC ride as well too. But come on out, like anyone, all levels, anyone's welcome. Dudes, family, friends, dogs, man, bring your animals. But it's just ladies and
Somebody
girls.
shows up with a monkey.
It's just like, oh shit, yeah, bring it out. But it's just ladies and girls on the track. And yeah, like what was like your like high from the berms this last berms?
Oh, it has to be the little ones.
The
Like the
little
little ones are so cute.
Like the
Mia? Was it Mia?
Mia.
Yeah, Mia just like coming out with her mom and like they literally like this is the cool thing too that I also realized is these electric bikes
Yeah.
make it so much more accessible.
So accessible.
They rolled in like a
SUV,
Suburban or
yeah.
whatever. Open the back SUV and the bike's just laying there and it's like my first instinct was like, oh my
the
god,
gas.
is the gas off? Like it's gonna pour all over.
Yeah.
And then I remembered I'm like, it's an e-bike. Like this is
Dude,
this
it was
is
so sick.
great.
Yeah, we had a mom show up. So our Happy Belly Kombucha, our sponsors, they gave us all the drinks for the evening, and the mom showed up with her daughter, and she's never been to the track by herself, especially with her daughter. She hasn't ever, like the kids are brand new, so haven't geared up. So she just like came up to us and was like, hey, I need help unloading the bike, like gearing up a little, like obviously everyone's so nervous and like all the Berms crews there, like all vested up to help. And dude, Mia, like the little, like she's tiny.
She's tiny.
She just got out of school and she's so excited to ride and the wind's in her eyes and we're trying to put a chest protector on her and it's backwards.
Yeah,
and
she said she was like, I think it's backwards. And I was like, oh, you're right, it is.
And then I don't know how to start this e-bike, so I'm running across the parking lot to ask one of the dads like
That
about
had that e-bike last year.
Yeah, so it was like so great, but it's like that's what Berms is about. It's like we're here to figure it out. Like nobody knows everything, and we all started here. And like then my mom was in there helping her get her little geared up. So it was just
your
like
mom went full throwback too,
full
like
circle
full
moment.
circle. It
Yeah.
was like she was like, remember putting that gear on you.
100%.
It was so
yeah.
cute.
And then little Mia is on a tiny KTM E5. So like PW,
smallest.
Yeah, the smallest little bike. We unload it, we get her going. And Corey Ireton, one of the Berms crew, she has 2 twin girls, and they're on like the next step E5.
Yeah.
Dude, I did not expect these tiny humans to be the greatest leaders in the world.
Greatest full guide mode.
Full guide. So I was just like, oh, Corey, can like Mia follow your daughter around? And she like gets her one daughter off. Aubrey's off the track. She waves her off. I'm like, oh, perfect. They're just going to follow. Dude, the little Aubrey's having like a full conversation with Mia and they're like talking. Well, obviously we can't hear anything. And then they just go.
Yeah.
And they're doing laps. And then all of a sudden she'll stop, ask her a couple of things. They'll keep going. Stops again.
Yeah.
The fist bump.
I watched, the funny thing is I was on the other side of the track. I watched them stop and I watched like the fist bump. And I immediately looked at you.
I was probably going into cardiac arrest.
You dropped to a knee.
Oh,
Are you aware of that?
Probably.
Dropped to your knee.
Dead.
It was
I
like,
almost died.
it was the cutest moment that I've ever seen.
Children. Tiny.
Babies. Like these kids, like how old is Mia?
Dude, like I don't think she could, like she can talk, obviously.
Barely though.
But
Like
she's
it's
like
the first couple words.
5.
Yeah. Like 5.
Dude, the
max.
tiniest little fist bump. And I was like, these girls are going to remember this forever. And like Aubrey, I guess, went home, told her mom it was the best day of her life. Like, come on. And then Mia's obviously coming back out. Like, it was just so cool. Like, and that's just on like a tiny little scale. So yeah, I'm hyped. Like, it's going to be a great year of Berms events.
It's gonna be so good. And like I said, that was like the first one after that pod, and I was like kind of just looking at everything a little different, where it was like, damn, this is like it's all I always thought it was cool. Like I'm like, it's cool, but I thought it was cool because I was like, when I was a little girl, I would have thought this was so cool.
And I think like the problem is like we've kind of lived through that era of like there can only be one girl.
Yeah.
Like so then it's like there was like some things that were like trying to happen by this, but it was like not maybe it wasn't done like so much like a collective. Like it was like it wasn't like to build
like an
each other
event.
up. Like I think back in our day there wasn't really like a build each other up thing. It was more of like you had to compete to be like
it was
the top dog.
Yeah,
and,
like competing
you
for that one spot.
And you had to like hate each other, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
I think that's like where this is like kind of like being a different situation. So it's like cool for us to also like rewire our like thinking with all this, right? Like
Yeah, definitely now, because it's also like there's definitely room for everyone.
Yeah.
And there's room for everyone to just ride, too. Like I said, when I got rid of that mindset of like winning's everything, it's like, well, there's tons of guys that ride. Why can't there be tons of girls?
it'll be super sick where it happened, like what happens. So
It'll be really cool to see.
Our next one is June 25th. So if anyone's in Calgary or want to make a trip out, I think it's a Wednesday. We're hanging out. Ladies and girls ride June 25th. You look very concerned, like that's like overlapping with a event that you have.
Yeah, like we've talked about this, right?
Well, it's during the week. Where are you?
I don't know. What is this before St. Julie?
Well, it goes June 25th, and then July 2nd is the pump track, and then you're here for West Can. So like, I don't think you're gone anywhere. Like we got that big gap from the nationals to the next one.
Okay.
We were just looking at a calendar. We got a whole thing happening.
I'm sure it's written down somewhere. I'm sure it works.
Yeah,
out.
so then we went to Berms. That was great. We wrapped it up. We got Eden out there taking photos. So there's some
Those
great
photos are unreal.
If you want to just like check out the vibe,
so cool.
that's there.
Yeah, that's cool to do too, because it's like I feel like all girls want photos. Everyone wants photos, and it's like,
and it's so hard. Like if you're not racing or like
hard.
even if you're racing, it's so hard to like line up getting a photo sometimes,
it's
right?
so hard, and it's like it's the time of social media too. Like they're needed more than ever.
So that was super cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a cool night.
So that was like it was just like bang bang bang. We did Berms, and then we went mountain biking, and then we were like. We saw this. Was it Instagram that we saw that the track was doing a practice? How did we know that Revelstoke was doing a practice?
I just said you guys want to go to Revelstoke.
You want to go to Revelstoke? So
why did I?
I think we saw it like because there's a Revelstoke race coming up this weekend, like a Future West, right? Like that's part of the Future West rounds.
Yeah.
So we saw on Instagram that like we went mountain biking Saturday, and we're like, let's do something different. Like we don't. We were just looking at our calendar. There's not a lot of weekends in our summer that aren't dedicated going to a national race or like a big event, especially for you, like multiple day races, right?
Yeah.
So we're like, let's have some fun this weekend. And then Revelstoke had a practice day. We're like, oh, it's only a mild 4.5 hour drive. We could do that there.
Easy peasy.
There and back in a day. So we got
Chris Dodds was so concerned that you guys are going back now.
we Charlie set the time, and we were in the vehicle for like almost 10 hours yesterday.
I talked for 10
It
hours.
was great. It was like we should have just ran the pod. But yeah, so we ended up leaving early. Revelstoke BC, which is like 4.5 hours from Calgary. We went there, and I think the track's called Revy Riders. Is it Revy Riders? Trail and moto or
Something like that, yeah.
Awesome time.
So cool.
Okay, like I thought we were spoiled with having like a city backdrop.
Ooh, no.
What is the Rocky Mountains as like
they win. I think they win.
Like,
that is
and they were telling
sick.
us what all the mountains were. We had like what Frisbee Ridge. I'm gonna mess this one. Bungby or something. Burmbee.
I don't know. Some ridge.
We had
a ridge.
Peak.
Yeah.
Peaks.
And then like huge hill with like nice green trees.
Oh my God, what a
it was
location.
Scenic.
Go there.
And they were telling us about like in the winter they get to snow bike up in those mountains and stuff, and there's trails all through there, and it's like, oh.
And robbery. Like we rode there for $10.
That place has been robbed.
I robbed them.
You guys robbed that
them.
place. That they need to charge more than $10.
And I think they will eventually, but it's great. Like if anyone's there, like I cannot believe that was my first time ever there. Like you haven't even been to a race there yet, right? No. Great facility. It's like a not-for-profit club, so they've got memberships, and like they were doing trail cleanup because there's like a bunch of off-road trails that leave right from there.
Yep. It was busy too. Like it was packed, like a lot. But like the track wasn't like too many people on it. It was just a lot of people going trail riding. A lot of people
just people
on
hanging.
and off whenever. It was like really cool. It was a great refreshing weekend before getting this busy schedule.
It was so refreshing and like cool track. Like the dirt was
silty.
Yeah, like silty.
Yeah.
Glacial.
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
I think it was like a glacial till.
No, it wasn't. It was not.
We need to check with Chris Dodds. Great moto dad, great moto family.
They're dope.
It was funny sort of dirt that came from behind the glacial area. And then Jess
the
wanted
funny
to murder
thing
me.
is the glacial tail. If you watched World Supercross, the announcers kept saying
For
glacial
Vancouver.
tail Vancouver, and
it was so stupid.
it was so
Don't say
stupid.
glacial tail.
Don't say glacial tail.
But
it might have been glacial
glacial tail. So yeah, it was like some crazy dirt and like the scenery's beautiful. The town's super fun to like go hang out and grab some lunch.
La Bamba.
Yeah, and I guess there's like a bunch of obviously a bunch of mountain biking around there. So
yeah. I think we need to go back and stay the night.
yeah.
I think I even told Kaylee that today that we gotta go.
Yeah, so we were there. We saw Kaylee Kerr. She's getting ready for the nationals.
Yep, rip roaring, ready on her Triumph.
Yeah, so many girls are getting ready. Like we're gonna be when this drops like 2 weeks out from Calgary round 1.
Yep, it's national time.
Yeah, so that was super
exciting.
cool. We got to do some laps with her. You got to do some photos. Like she got some
fun.
cool little headshots and
Yeah.
and
It was sweet. That's a good place to take photos too. Like, goddamn, I wish it was like a bluebird day because the sky was so white. It was kind of hard to like expose
we'll
it.
definitely be going
We
back.
gotta go back there for
And
sure.
so many girls ripping out there.
So many girls ripping too, not
on
just like
the moto track.
moto track, like doing all the jumps, keeping up with the boys,
Like
practicing
85s,
starts.
125s.
It was sick.
So many girls.
That was really cool. And like the wild thing is like
I've never seen them before.
never seen any of them.
Ever.
Which like maybe my bad that I'm not paying attention.
I think some of them were from Kamloops. So like obviously with like Kamloops track kind of like not being there and like
Yeah,
the
they're looking for
nationals not
more.
going there, like maybe like 2026 if we get like a BC round, we'll be able to see these girls. Like that'll be like the perfect time frame for them to move up into like the national series,
yeah,
right?
that'd be sick. It'd be cool. I wish we talked to them. I guess I just got like caught up in everything.
I talked to a couple and just said like,
Of course you did.
You're ripping because they're ripping. Like I was like, oh, like,
That's cool. They're flying. Yeah, it was really cool. That would probably be a great place to have a Berms event.
yeah, I guess because they said that Triple B usually happens there.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, I don't know if that's happening this year, but there might be like another event that's happening out there. So
Like something. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be really cool. Definitely, if you're somewhere and there's like a big scene of girls riding, slide into the DMs of SurfinBerms.
yeah,
and be
we
like,
want
"Hey,
to meet.
We want to
meet you.
Yeah,
We want to be your friends.
yeah, we do.
You ride a bike? We're friends.
We're friends. Instant. We're friends.
Fast friends.
That's your ticket to friendship.
Yeah.
Is a dirt bike. Any bike you buy, it comes with a free
friendship.
They're like, and we're returning our bikes.
We're like, oh yeah, we don't want this. This is too much.
We did not ask for
we
that.
just like pop out. It's like a genie in a bottle.
That would be funny to talk to like Husqvarna and be like, any female that buys a bike, you need to contact me.
Hey, you never know. Maybe when we go worldwide, you can get like that ticket with your bike, and then they'd be like, "Hey, this is where your berms."
Imagine that would be cool.
Your
You get
local
like,
berms.
imagine, think about this:
Yeah.
Husqvarna Berms edition instead
Oh.
of Heritage
Oh my
edition.
God! How cool
I
would
told you
that
it
be?
changed my life. I'm going big. We're going worldwide.
And like, could you imagine like some sort of like gear collab or something, or like casual collab?
That would be cool.
Because then it's just the money goes back into putting into snacks, trail, like everything. Like we buy the photographer with all the stuff. Like
Yeah, it all stays in moto.
make
That'd
an
be cool.
event. That'd be so much fun.
It's happening.
I feel like there's something else that we were like, oh, we got to chat about that.
Nationals.
The Fox Raceway WMX rounds coming up.
Oh, yeah, Paula.
Yeah, so would that be under the AMA, like US WMX?
Yeah, it's Fridays before the
Sweet.
men's national, which I think is a great step in the right direction. Like,
Yeah.
I obviously, ideally, it would be nice to be on like race day with the guys, but this is last year
And,
they
like-
did it during like amateur events and then
it was
a
kind of
couple
like not
nationals.
with like the men's national.
There was like 1 or 2 during the men's national.
Are they all the Friday before the men's day?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It's not every round of the men's, but it's like 6, 7 rounds, and they're
Sick.
all on the Friday before the men's national.
That's sweet.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
The schedule is like a lot of driving, so it's a commitment.
Yeah.
But they're gapped out enough where it's like it's not like you're like jumping in the car and
Yeah, it's
going
kind
to
of
the
like
next race.
hopefully like maybe somebody has their bike and you can fly in or fly out, or you could just like make miles and hit that, right?
Yeah. It works out good, and they're all like pretty good tracks where it's like there's lots of other stuff
Do you
going
know
on.
like is like Jordan Jarvis racing that?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
so she is doing that.
Oh,
is
yeah.
she also doing GNCC?
Nope, done.
Cool.
I think. Yeah.
But yeah, she's
This
gonna be
is
at
it,
the
yeah. Her dad was like the big pusher of this. So
and like obviously
yeah.
like Kylie Stallings would be there.
Yeah.
Do you know if if Lodi from Europe, I guess she would be doing her.
I think the MXGP. I think she's in that. I think. Oh my goodness, I just blanked. Jamie Asadillo's racing it.
Oh, cool.
She's like pretty involved. I think like on like what you would sort of loosely call like a board. Like she's sort of super involved with it.
So yeah, and then Jamie would race that, and then also be in Canada for East Coast.
Yeah, so she's also racing in the East. So that's super cool.
That's really sweet.
That would be our like closest to Canadian.
Yeah, and then you could kind of like gauge like, okay, Jamie's ranks here in Canada, she's here in the US. Like you can really see where like the speed's at, right?
Yeah, where
that's
you could
really
be,
cool.
or like it like I would recommend to all the ladies in Canada just like look up where the closest one to you is, and if you're within the top
If it's
10-ish in Canada, even top 20-ish,
hop,
like
skip, and a jump.
hop over. Like it would
That'd
be
be
cool.
cool.
It's a cool event. It's like cool
Yeah.
that it's on Friday. I hope a girl shows up.
I know it's too bad that Washougal obviously overlaps with Riverglade, right?
I don't know if Washougal is a women's round.
Oh, it's not?
I
Oh,
don't know.
the Shugal.
I don't know if it is.
Is Lala Turner?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's like fully committed. Yeah. She's
Awesome.
She's like last year's champ, so she's gonna be
so
running
there's
number
a lot
1.
of there's gonna be a lot of heat coming into that
Yeah,
one. So
there's
that'll
gonna
be
be a
fun to
lot.
like. I'm assuming there'll be some
Sophie
sort
Phelps.
of stream.
I'm just gonna start saying names. Yeah, there's a lot of good.
Yeah.
Like it actually is going to be like Lala's fast, and she was number 1 last year.
Yeah.
Jarvis is fast. Like
Oh, yeah.
there's a lot. It's gonna be a battle. Like top 5 is gonna be fast and close.
Did they say that there will be a live stream? Like we'll be able to somehow watch it? Maybe. I guess if there is, we'll make sure to tag it in this so we can like
I
watch
haven't heard
it
anything,
and we can
but I hope
recap
so.
on it.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be watching live timing, so that'll be a thing.
Oh yeah, that'll be really good.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. I can't wait. I honestly might start doing like a little like update on it on spec.
Oh yeah,
Maybe I'll just add it in like the spec around.
yeah,
or
especially for
something.
WMX. That'd
Yeah,
be some nice
it'd be
coverage.
super cool.
It'd be great to see that in the media.
Yeah, hopefully the big US medias cover it. The more the merrier, I say, but we'll see. It is Friday before. I think every Friday before is press day anyway, so like a lot of the media should be there. So
I wonder. Yeah, that'll be. I'm stoked to see it like happen the Friday before, because at least like everyone's kind of in town. You can like go see everyone, and I don't know like spectator wise, but at least like the hype's there, you know?
The thing is like I haven't heard any teams announce that they have a female, which obviously right now they're busy. They're doing a lot of things, and
Yeah.
maybe it hasn't really been brought to everyone's attention that it's on the Fridays again. It would be kind of easy just to throw a bike in your trailer and bring it to them.
Yeah.
So hopefully this is like a building year, and then next year like how hard would it be for each team to have a rider just like under your tent and running on Friday? I get it. It's a commitment. Your rig's going to be ready. It's going to be set up.
But
It's
it'll
going to
be
blah, blah,
good
blah.
because at least it's happening while they're there, right? Like the
Yeah.
rig's there,
Yeah.
so at least they can get their eyes on that and like kind of see like what's going on and see the
And like
stoke
I
from
said,
it.
there's 5 girls that are fast that all deserve to be on a factory team.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
And right now we
So.
don't have any of our Canadians going down like that as of right now. No, right?
I haven't heard any like
Ferguson's
really,
are not going down for Paula.
No, I actually talked to Ev today. I don't think I told you this. I saw she posted that she was at, it was like Pack Track or something like that.
Oh.
And I quickly read it, and I read Pack's Track, and that's like a track down in Florida. And I was like,
She's
holy
training.
shit, she's going to Paula. She's going. And I was like, you're going to Paula? And then she was like, what? I was like, oh my God, I re-looked at it. You're just
You're like, I
riding
got
in
too
a track
excited.
in Quebec. I'm so sorry. She was like, oh my God.
So she's just riding,
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, sweet. She's
That's
back on the
sick.
bike. She's riding. Like she's
She's probably having fun with it.
it would be cool to chat with her actually, like about like this is her first year, not like
Yeah.
like normally 2-3 weeks out, you're buzzing, right? You're like,
yeah,
whoa,
you
here we
got
go.
so much stuff
She
happening.
must just be going through the
She
fields
probably
of
just
like,
feels like she's on full vacay.
like
even
she
though
must
she's
have
like
like
in
such
like
mixed emotions.
Yeah.
Like probably wants to go, like she's so fast, like
obviously.
probably wants to be there, but also she's like, oh, this is nice relaxer.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you
like,
think she'll show up for any rounds?
I think she'll definitely. She said she'll be racing in Quebec. There's 2
Yeah.
rounds in Quebec this year, so it's like
oh, sweet.
she's gonna just like show
so she'd
up.
just show up.
Yeah, St. Julie and Deschambault. Like I'm sure she'll
That would be sweet.
show up, take some trophies, and pack up and leave.
Oh yeah, especially like she would be. You never know. She might even be faster because it's like when you don't have that stress on you and you get to like have real fun, right?
I'm not
You're-
hungry. You're
if
just
you're
like
having
itching
fun,
to ride.
You're going fast, so
Yeah,
it'd
yeah.
be cool to see that.
It'd be cool, especially with the girls like coming in. They got like all the racing back behind them, and they're
Yeah.
feeling lit. And then like maybe she's not in race shape. You know, like it'd be cool. But
Is she on a
when the
KTM
gate draws-
still?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a KTM lifer.
Yeah.
Like she's on a KTM for life.
Yeah,
for
forever.
Sure. Yeah. I think that's her true love. Sorry, Marco.
She loves that KTM.
She loves that
No,
orange
that's
bike.
sweet.
Yeah, so it'd be cool to see her come out and race and all the girls when nationals start. It's game
and ours
time.
is coming up fast in Calgary, so hopefully we don't get monsoon June, and it's just
monsoon June. Honestly, hopefully we do get monsoon.
we need monsoon June. It's raining today, so at least that's nice because
We need some water.
farmers will be happy.
Yeah. Farmers will be happy. We need some water out in this Berta. It's just so windy too. It's so hard to keep moisture everywhere.
Yeah.
So the more rain, the merrier, I say. I've used that quote now twice and I'm not enjoying it. I don't know where it
Like,
came
but
from.
it's stuck in my brain.
It's just
Well, and coming up this weekend, we got lots of races. So
Oh.
in our local area, we got SOR in Sundry. So if anyone's looking to try some like sprint enduro racing, that's starting. We've got the ACM in Lethbridge. So what would that be? Walton qualifier as
Yep.
well.
Yeah, and it's a retro race.
What?
Yeah, did you see that?
No.
It's like wear like old gear, wear your dad's gear.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Oh, I like that.
And that's their first round too. Like what a way to come in with a bang.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
They're doing really good things. I'll give them a little
like
kudos.
some
'cause
fun
it's
little
like,
themes and
yeah,
stuff.
ACM is like trying to
That's sick.
bring back
Well,
the fun.
they have like a podcast too,
Yeah,
right?
and
they
it's a
like,
really good one.
and they post
It's
or
really
they
good in
post. They announce things on there, obviously.
Yeah, it's really good because they get a lot of information out.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes it's like like
Oh
the
my
only
God,
connection is
typing an
riders
Instagram
meeting
post,
or-
right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's cool just to hear some like old dads chatting with their
Yeah.
beers. Sometimes they get a little risque on there, but they're overall pretty good to hear. There's lots of good information and it's really
Sweet.
good.
So it'll be
yeah.
retro for Lethbridge, Raymond this weekend.
Yeah. Retro.
And then what one did I leave out? Oh, Cam. So our Central Alberta series is going to be at Wild Rose, right? So we got a couple.
Yeah, and
that one's-
Revelstoke.
Oh,
also.
and Revelstoke. Yes. Revelstoke has the Future West race this weekend as well too.
Yep.
So if you're Western Canada, there's lots going
You're
on.
racing somewhere this weekend.
Yeah.
It would be cool. It'll be interesting to see, to be honest, all the numbers from all of them. That's what I'm gonna actually do that for sure on spec.
Oh,
is
yeah,
like,
you
I'm
could,
gonna
like-
compare it all, see where the people actually wanted to go.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for Cams where it's like we just had 3 races at Wild Rose. People definitely probably want to go other places, so it's gonna be tough for them.
Isn't that so tough about schedules? Hey,
It's
I
so
was even thinking like maybe spec moto. This is definitely not a spec moto thing, but maybe like a live, like as basic as you could get, like a live Excel sheet that once you get your race dates, that the promoter can go in and like pop that in there.
Yeah.
At least just to see
Just
it.
some communication, like before you put a schedule
like
out.
even like a Western Canada one,
Yeah,
right?
an
Like
East one and a West one. It's like I think even in like Ontario this weekend there was one at Gopher and there was one at Moto Park. Maybe there was 2 races like within a couple hours.
And I know like there's not enough weekends in a Canadian summer.
100%.
You got like 3
Totally get it.
weekends.
But like having 2 races within an hour and a half is kind of a wild thing to do. Like
yeah, like obviously you're splitting.
somebody's like getting screwed.
Yeah.
Well, or you're both kind of getting screwed because I assume it would be pretty 50-50. Again, I think
for sure. Yeah,
Cams
yeah.
is going to get screwed because everybody's probably sick of riding Wild Rose 3 weekends in a row.
But then there's so many people following that series, right? So then you're kind of in the series
yeah,
hunt.
and that is true. That Cam series has like a different
a lot,
target
right?
audience, like
Totally.
a lot of different riders.
But yeah, I was just trying to think of like a way that, like, because obviously it's so hard to go to every single sanctioning body, be like, "What's your race? What's your race?" But maybe like a lot, like it should be like the CMA or whoever is like our, but I guess CAMS isn't under like a like member, like, you know what I mean? What am I saying?
It's almost like
Spec Moto Excel sheet 2026. SurfinBerms Excel sheet.
That's the thing. Like
a
somebody,
Google Doc.
like an Excel sheet, like a shared Excel sheet should be shared. Or like just a meeting, one meeting a year, like an AGM for all the like CAMs, ACM, Future West, whatever, all of them that are in
Just plan them
Saskatchewan, Alberta, BC. Be like, hey, these are our dates. Hey, these are our dates. And if you're all okay with having 4 races on one day, that's cool. Fine, cool. SOR too.
Yeah.
That's cool. But like, you're making a mistake.
Even like it would be cool, like how the SOR has their classes. Like you could flip it with like maybe if whoever's doing the opposite, right?
Yeah.
Like you could do, or
even
like a moto
say
race
Calgary. Yeah, like that's a great point. Like Calgary and Lethbridge, like if they did it like that.
Like even if it was CAMs versus like ACM, like if it's Saturday was kids, Sunday was adults at one,
and then
flop
them.
it or
so
something.
you could go to both, which would be cool. You ride 2 different tracks in one weekend.
Parents, you're going to be putting in lots of kilometers.
That's just an hour and a half, like to
no
Lethbridge,
big
right?
deal.
We're racing dirt bikes. Stop complaining. Like
This is what we were talking about.
we
Is
go
how
4.5 hours for a day.
one way, almost 10 hours
Almost
in a day.
10 hours to go ride for what 2:30 minutes.
We saw a bear, so
Worth every
Worth
second.
it.
We did see a bear. That was the coolest part. I forgot about the bear.
I know, right?
Oh,
Road
damn.
trips.
It was a big bear. His hair was all messy. He just woke up.
Walking around. Yeah, we said like how many kilometers do you know? It'd be great. People should start now. Let us know how many kilometers you're hitting. There should be like a
Imagine like the Dupuis, how many kilometers they drive in a year.
oh my god, it would just bust the odometer. It would just roll a million each year.
Yeah, I bet. I bet it does.
Like that would be. You know how like in snowboarding there's like Slush Magazine, obviously.
Yep.
Don't they do like Slush Magazine awards?
Yep.
Maybe we need like a Spec Moto award for like fun stuff, like
Yeah.
most kilometers
driven in a year.
and it could
It'd
just
be hard to track, but it would be cool.
But like, send us your kilometers. Like, we ain't like you lie. We know.
We know. I know where you raced. I got Google Maps.
We got bears everywhere watching you.
I think GDR mentioned it, which like I hope they do it because I've always wanted to do it, but I just
What is it?
They were talking that they're gonna release a lot of like cool shit this year. Like they've already released like some cool stuff with their teams, like about like what their favorite hockey player
I like
or
that.
hockey team. Yeah, me too.
I love it.
People are kind of like shit talking it, like saying
Shit
like
talking, I don't care.
about what coffee team. It's like, well, some people do. So like, there's no harm in oversharing.
But
like,
these potatoes are still reading it. Like, I don't care if you hate it.
exactly,
I love it.
exactly.
And
So-
like, I love when they're like, "Oh, that restaurant's trash." I'm like, "That's hilarious." Because
restaurant.
I don't know, like somebody in the comments, like when they're like, "Where's your favorite place to eat?" Like, I love people just like being so involved in these things. Like,
It
that's
doesn't
great.
matter. It's-
Love it or hate it, it's perfect.
Love it or hate it, you're getting people to talk. So it's like, you know when they say like all press is good press? Like there's no such thing as bad press. There's only a benefit in somebody commenting on your video.
Yeah.
On your photo. Like,
And it's good, great
comment,
content.
let's go.
Great content.
Let's go. Bring
so you
it
think
more.
they're going to bring some like fun stuff out?
They kind of talked about it and they were going to like talk about, they were going to really give the viewers information on where the money's going. So what I gathered from that is like, they're going to say how much money they're spending on fuel driving across the country.
That'd be sweet.
You know what I really want to know? This is a question I've always had. How many zip ties does a team use in a year? I've always wondered that.
You should.
I bet they use a shit ton.
Well, are you able to say like where you're jet setting off to right after this?
yeah. Well,
Like where are you going?
I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I'm the boss.
But you're going to be like, I guess, will you be doing updates this week while you're away?
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
it'll already be done when this comes out, right? No.
This is Thursday.
Yeah, that'll be out Wednesday. It was yesterday.
Oh, so past Jessica.
yeah,
Jessica in the
yesterday I
past.
was at.
Yeah.
That was so confusing. So we're recording this on Monday,
And this launches
it comes out on Thursday,
And in between this,
and on Wednesday,
there's going to be a GDR Media Day. So Jess is going to be down there covering that. So we'll have some updates that we'll be able to post after this.
heading to Gopher Dunes in Ontario.
So if you're listening to this right now, make sure to go to Spec Moto because there'll be some sick, cool behind the scenes and updates about all things Gopher Dunes.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It's gonna be really fun to see the team debut. They're always up to cool stuff.
And
like
that's the Gopher Dunes Racing Honda. Like we are that. This is a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like this is It goes. It's probably
pretty
like
pinnacle.
the most legit teams in Canada would probably be KTM, Honda,
Oh, you would go KTM on top.
because they're actually the most factory of it all. Like the KTM headquarters runs the team versus Honda's run by
Yeah. Okay,
Derek
yeah. I see
Schuster.
what you're saying. Like
Yeah,
you're saying
yeah.
like for like OEM type.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
involvement.
Like that's the thing in Canada, you can't really say factory team
No.
because none of them are factory. But like KTM is like the factory runs the team.
Yeah, but you can't say that. That's US
Why?
only.
Why?
Because it's technically not factory. It's just KTM racing.
I hate that. But
The photo dictionary. Let me open up the dictionary.
I think
So it's going to be a real official media day. So you'll be
Yeah.
able to get some like fun tidbits and
yeah, it'll be super fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to like try to bring out some like cool new media. But again, like this is where it's like I can't expect the world. I got to go in with like a level head and try to get just as much as I can and just the coolest stuff and just hope that I can bring something to the table.
different perspective.
Yeah. That is exactly what I'll probably bring.
So yeah, we're gonna have a real fun episode after this with catching up on some industry stuff.
Yeah, and then heading into nationals
We'll
too.
be right into the nationals on the next pod.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And then the one after is going to be a full recap of the nationals.
Oh, yeah.
This whole like dropping them every 2 weeks it, like gives us a lot.
I know it's
kind of
nice and spicy.
Yeah.
Also, time goes by way too fast between
It
them.
does every time. Like we're giving ourselves 2 weeks and we're literally 3 days out because we're like we haven't had time.
No,
And this is not busy season.
this is just chilling season. So yeah, we appreciate everyone just coming along for this ride. We've had some fun feedback and
yeah.
always open to hearing all the thoughts and things that are
feedback's
happening.
encouraged.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
want
think
to
that was
hear.
kind of everything. I think we covered everything that we want to the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was great. That's the other thing too. Is like 2 weeks ago, like we're probably missing some stuff, but it was like long ago. I don't remember.
Yeah. All the things,
Gotta
right?
keep notes, maybe.
we do have a shared note sometimes, so but yeah.
We do.
Well, we used to. It's to your computer because you're on that old Android. You're like, these iPhone users are stupid.
We gotta get you guys off this iPhone
I
kick.
just love it.
I almost converted
To the iPhone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forget why I ended up not. Oh, because the whole reason
able
why
to, like,
I wanted
airdrop
to,
and
I wanted
stuff,
to
right?
airdrop, but then I
Yeah.
found a little thing that I can avoid it now.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna give this a little fun fact. We'll end this off with a fun fact. A Danika wilderness first aid.
Oh my God! Don't eat pine trees.
The pine trees are great for you, but
Are they?
Yes, they are.
We won't get into it.
I've been sick, but we're fine. On your iPhone. So I took a wilderness first aid course. I don't think I really got into this.
No, that was cool.
No, we
Talk about
definitely-
that.
Let's dive into this. So this winter, I took a wilderness first aid course and intermediate first aid. I just wanted
And
more.
what made you want to do it?
With berms, with riding out in the bush. I have my basic first aid. That's what you needed for the USMCA coaching.
Oh yeah.
So that kind of like got me like kickstarted to do that. Allison from Husqvarna at the time, she wanted all of the Husqvarna coaches to be USMCA certified, which the USMCA is a certification for dirt bike coaches in the US. So it really wasn't in Canada yet. And Husky really worked on, they wanted anyone that's kind of coming to their demos and like helping out with their events to be certified, which is really cool. Like if you're a coach, in Canada, US, like definitely go get certified through it. You learn some different stuff. You don't like through the USMCA, you're not like learning how to become a coach. You're just like certifying that you already are one.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're going to learn like how to teach somebody or anything.
Yeah. And the cool thing about it too is there's an app that
Yeah.
if you're like, say you're traveling the Canadian Nationals and say you're in Ontario, you could open your app and be like, is there any like coaches near me?
Yeah, and like find some
and
coaches
you can find
near.
one. Yeah.
Totally.
Which is really cool.
So yeah, so that kickstarted me getting into my like basic first aid. I took that. Oh geez, it would be already like 2 years ago because my USMCA recert came up this year. So then when it came up this year, I've been on like a couple like obviously like within the sport, within life, like you come up to like unfortunate medical issues, right? So like I've been like first responder, first aid on like people, obviously. And I want to know more. Like I want to be able to help the like individuals more. And especially like we are all riding a lot.
Yeah. We're always in a dangerous situation.
And we're in the bush.
Yeah.
And like in my pack, my beautiful Wolf Enduro pack, I've got a lot of candy and nothing that's helping anyone. So like I should probably put some first aid in there. I'm not carrying tools. I don't know how to fix shit. Like somebody else got tools. So like I'm like, I can carry the first aid stuff. So I went to do my intermediate first aid training. It was great. I think everyone should do it, all ages. I don't even care if you do a sport. Go take some first aid training. Because like they walk you through the basics of like not doing a mechanism of sport. Like, you know what I mean? Like just like basic like heart attacks, CPR, breathing, like
just
all
like
this
life
crazy
stuff.
stuff.
It could happen in a grocery store.
Where am I getting with this? Oh yeah. Anyways, Danika's story. That's like a squirrel. So during it, because we're out in the bush all the time, and I'm like, oh my god, like we're in not service a lot, whatever. Like people have like those trackers or spot phones, whatever. On the iPhone, it has a satellite thing. I don't know how to use it, and I keep saying I'm like, oh, whatever. But you don't need to get a spot phone or anything. It has so when you're out of service and it's like in the SOS mode, you like walk around and you can find the satellite, and it will ping you with a satellite, and then you can message like your emergency contact or medical. So like you could so like great thing with the iPhone. Didn't know it should be a selling feature on this thing.
Is that
Not sponsored.
I think like the Apple Watch does stuff like that too.
I think it like if you like crash, it will like you can have that
Didn't
crash
you
thing
have
on.
like a scenario where it called your dad? Is that the same thing or that's
This is different, but that is now turned off. If you shake your phone too much or if you hit your side button too much, it will call a medical team, your dad, your emergency contacts, real bad stuff.
I think we told that story in season 1.
We did, yeah. We had to shut that. That service is not available on Danika's iPhone no more because I'm dangerous with this
Too
thing.
reckless, too shaky.
Definitely look up. If you're like a hiker, biker, whatever, you can use your phone, your iPhone, if it's like one of the new ones as a satellite phone.
Could you just like beam it and get like social, like you can get like Instagram?
You could just text me. Like we could just be chatting through the satellite, like, but I think just messaging.
Can I like scroll TikTok? No, just messaging.
I think just messaging. Like I think it uses like an iMessage thing.
I think more places need service.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's above our pay grade.
Sure is.
We got other things to figure out than that.
We got a couple steps.
I think
before we
more
get
places need less service. I think everyone just needs to put their phone in their sock drawer.
This is the worst
and
thing
go
about
live their
Danika.
life.
The fucking sock drawer.
You could get a response from me extra fast, or it could be in my sock drawer for a couple days.
That couldn't be
Monday
any more
to Friday,
true.
I usually have my phone. You're gonna get a response within 24 hours.
Within 24 hours, yeah. But like I know when it's in the sock drawer. But here's the trick. Here's the trick to cracking Danika's sock drawer. Text Charlie. Tell Charlie.
Anyone else in my household.
Text Charlie and be like, tell her to take it out of
Is
the
she
sock
alive?
drawer.
So,
Dude,
yeah.
this week I thought you died.
It just happens. I need like a 24. I need like an auto reply. I will be back to you within 24 hours.
I almost put my phone in the sock drawer this week.
Oh yeah, see.
Yeah, you're right. You were right.
Sometimes
there.
you
I
just
was
need
like,
a block.
I think it's because you get way more interaction than I do. I don't put up with that shit.
Some messages. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just nice just to like leave it sometimes.
I love TikTok.
Yeah, Jess has definitely bullied me into a TikTok this week. So that'll be going live on our Bikes, Berms, and Brews socials here pretty soon. We don't know. It's not edgy. We're good. It might be edgy. I don't know.
We'll look into it.
We'll look,
We'll look into it.
yeah,
It's funny.
it's hilarious. I'm just getting bullied always by this one.
Yeah. That's
These
my
media
favorite thing to do.
It's bully. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that was all of our fun facts. Everything. Yeah.
Jinx. You owe me a Coke.
Thanks everyone that's listening.
No,
and
thank you.
Thank you. Look at this. It's like that picture from. We also decided that we're pretty blind. So yeah, thanks everyone.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, thanks.
Talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.